Okie dokie. So, I bought the Anbernic Win600, and I didn't expect it to be like flashy or very powerful, but I wanted it to be something that was significantly smaller than the Steam Deck, which it pretty much is. So what I do is load up Bazzite Linux on it, and when I got Bazzite Linux going, I did a couple of configurations to basically streamline the UI, UX that was different from Steam Deck to kind of just set it special. So, anywho, all right. And I will note that the only thing that doesn't seem to work is, oh, whoopsie. I don't know how I managed that. Well, it's just, oh, maybe it's always like that and I just didn't notice it until now. Anyway, the volume rocker is the only thing that doesn't work. And I probably can figure it out if I just look it up, but currently I'm not going to do that. Even this button on the side here works, which is a keyboard kind of thing, and it actually pulls up a power management TDP submenu within Bazzite, which is pretty cool that it recognizes the Anbernic Win600 for that. And here we go. Keep in mind, it's very, very like bare bones in terms of power. It's got like a AMD Athlon 3050E, which is a dual core. I think it's a dual core 2-thread even, so it's very, very, very bare bones. I bought the 16 gig 1 terabyte model, which probably was unnecessary for the 16 gigabyte part because it's actually a single channel RAM. So you probably don't benefit from having more than 8. Oh. I did custom opening intro logo things, so yeah, here it is. And it can do a lot of games that are like lower demanding, super retro, and obviously I did try to get a bunch of emulators going, but even like something like this, which was just released, it runs great because it's an old game. Cult of the Lamb actually did not run well. It was getting like 22 FPS and I had everything gutted, so that game's probably not very playable. Believe it or not, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater was fine. That was just because I played it recently on my desktop, not here. I haven't even tried it. Let's just go to the actual downloads folder, the actual installed folder. So, there we go. So now, what I'll do is I'll just kind of show off. Let's see, what's the most demanding game on here? Half-Life 2 also ran fine, but with the position of these joysticks, first-person shooters that are two-stick games, just not possible. Let's see. I haven't even tried Outer Wilds yet, but I'm not holding my breath. Let's do... Serial Cleaners actually ran fine. Sifu did not. I probably should just uninstall that. Let's go for... Come on, what was the last game I played on here that was somewhat demanding? That didn't run well. Let's go with... First of all, let's just this, and we'll do last played. This actually didn't run really well once I got to the main area. Actually, you know what? Dredge is probably the more demanding indie game that I played that seemed to run fine. So let's do that. It's a little bit glitchy and twitchy where it just kind of like zoomed in, zoomed out, zoomed in, and then it just started launching it. It's also doing the Vulkan shaders, which takes forever. Oh, wow. A little bit faster than I expected, honestly. And as I said before, I don't have the ability to control the volume, so I have to control it from the sub menu, not from the slider here. So yeah. I also tried Deep Rock Galactic Survive, and it was okay until you get like a dozen and plus enemies on the screen, and then it just tanks the frame rate, so it's not really playable on this either. But I will say already, without Windows, this thing is a lot more viable of a gaming handheld than with Windows, because Windows is just, you know, you have to navigate with the touchscreen or flip the switch on the side and make it a mouse and keyboard. It's just not fun. So let's undock. I'm going to be playing this one-handed, so bear in mind. But, as you can see, 60. So yeah, and again, it's like a fat Switch Lite in terms of like footprint and thickness, or you go for the thickness. Wow, that fan just blew a bunch of air in my face. But yeah, that's it.